Welcome back to the madness. Today we have a brand new W-59 1VQD. Check it out. So, you see this box? I bought this watch on Walmart online. You know, when you buy on Walmart online, not everything is sold by Walmart. They have like other sellers in there. And I was looking around and it said that the seller was CW. The manual should be underneath here. So 10V plus 7L. So it said the seller was CW. So I started looking around and it turned out that was just Creation watches. So I jumped online and looked them up, and they have their own website, and you can buy directly from them. They are in Singapore, and if you buy directly from them, whatever you buy, it's going to be cheaper. Why? Because when it comes to shipping, you can choose whether you want this box or be shipped in some other random box that doesn't say Casio, and via regular mail. That way everything is free. The shipping is free. So this one came through FedEx Express. I think it got here like in 3 days, but it was a lot more expensive than this one. And it's exactly the same watch. So if you don't mind waiting, and you don't need the original box, you know, you can just get them from the direct website. Now, put up a picture here again. If you saw on the thumbnail and this picture right here, this watch originally came out in the 1992. That's a picture from the catalog in 1992. But there is a difference between that one and this one. You see how this one doesn't have the outline around the date? I don't know what year they changed it. If anybody knows, you can leave a comment and let me know down below. What year did they change? Gotta turn some lights off, because this thing is, I believe, is just as effective as a F91W. See? Crappy light. I don't know what year they changed it, but it doesn't even have a timer. Look. Stopwatch and alarm. That's it. Pretty simple. 24 hours. If you do the little test, you get that same old screen. The difference between this and the F91W is this says it's 50 meters water resistant. And there's a few different things inside. I think the buttons, these might be spring loaded. We're gonna be taking a look into that. But I really like that outline, right? Module 590, as you can see here, look. W-59. So I started looking around on eBay, and look what I found. You can see this one has broken lugs here. And this is a W-64, but it has the same module, 590, with that outline. Now this module probably needs a new polarizing film. You see, it has the same thing. The buttons on this is very crappy. Let's try the light. I didn't do any research on this. I don't know what year. Oh, the light on this is orange. And it kind of flickers, you see? But my plan is, sorry about that, is since finding one of these with this module is kind of impossible, I want to transfer this module into here. We're gonna do that right now. Let's open this one first. Now this one, I'm probably gonna remove that glass and doesn't look that bad either. Probably clean it up, polish it up, and you know, put it away. Maybe put it on my Etsy store. Trying to recoup some of this cost. Look at this. This thing doesn't even have an O-ring. So they took the O-ring. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy. We have some bleeding, I believe, or that's just, maybe the screen is old. I do want to change the battery because I don't know how old that battery is. So let me see if I can get that out. Should be wearing gloves, but I forgot. Oh, there's another clip over here. So the battery is stuck. Look at that. So this battery looks pretty new. 2016 Synergy. So you can see this is a cheapo fake, trying to look like an Energizer, but if it has this logo, which means keep out of reach of children, it's pretty new. But of course I'm not gonna trust crappy battery. Here I have a brand new Energizer battery, 2016. It's weird. It's weird that it doesn't have like tape or something holding that battery. Let me see if I find where is the AC, which is here in the front. Put on the magic eyes here, goggles. So there it is. Big old AC. I have here a pair of modified tweezers in case I had to do it in the back. I shortened one of the sides, but what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna stick, oh no, this one doesn't work here. So no problem, I just use this other one. Stick this one here. this might be loose. Of course it is. Didn't clip in all the way. There it is. Let's do that AC again. You see, guys, I'm telling you, I don't know what I'm doing. And I think if is it me, or does the screen get a little darker? Did it get better? You know, battery makes a lot of difference. So that crappy battery, even though it's not that old, look. The LCD doesn't look that fainted. All right, so let's open up this one. I wonder if this is same O-ring as a F91. Because if it is, I have some F91 cases that I've taken the glass out to do my other customs. And I might be able to take that glass from here and put it in an F91 brand new case. Yeah, that definitely looks like an F91. Might be the same thing. Well, we're about to test it because I'm about to put this module in an F91. Let's do a comparison here real quick. So the old module is black, the new one is white, the AC is in the same spot. You can see here that screen is going bad. Hopefully it'll last for a few years. Okay. Let's look at it. Oh no. So they're not spring loaded. I think I read that somewhere. This is exactly as the F91. So these buttons are just sitting there being held by the C-clip. They're not spring loaded. So how is it that this watch is 50 meters and the F91W is not? When it's virtually the same. Could it be because it has more glue on the glass? Well, we'll see. First, let's see if this fits here. Because it's the same module number, but I don't know if it has the same dimensions. Okay, I gotta take a closer look here at this button. Even though I had pushed it out, decided to do whatever it wanted and went back in. Yeah, it's in there. Just gotta clear that button. Look, that battery. Maybe one of the clips came undone. Yep. This one. This corner. You see it? nice. It's back in. All the clips are in. Ooh, and now we have a 1992 special. Let's zoom out. Let's give that brand new octagonal ring, because I don't know if you could call this an O-ring. Little lube here. Let me see if I got it in the right way. I believe I did. Yes, I did. Now, back cover. And the screws. Uh-oh. My stupid fingers are getting in the way. So you guys already know that I go 1, 3, 2, 4, back to 1, check, back to 3, back to 2, back to 4. Check it out. Oh no. So did the buttons not align? Okay, so this one is working. So the buttons might be different. This is why you gotta check before you put the screws back on. All right. So these two were not working, and yes, I believe it is my fault. Let's see. You see how it jumped? Take that O-ring back out so I can see exactly what's going on. So the light, this one just jumped the chip. So it wasn't my fault. Let's correct the record. It was not my fault. For some reason, the chassis on this old module is sitting up, like up too high, and it's not aligning with the buttons. And the clips are in. Okay, I see the problem here. You see how it curves up? That covers up. But it's wider. So I'm wondering if I could just transfer that metal chassis. And I wonder if this is part of the speaker. That's why I wasn't getting a beep. Well, we're about to find out. We are about to find out. Because I just placed the two back covers here, and the speaker is in the same location on the back cover. So this sticker must have something to do with the sound. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, I got the cover here. Let's remove this one. Oh, you see it? This one has it, but somebody broke it. Somebody did a boo-boo. Okay, so it goes like this. Got it on. Everything's clicked in place. Let's do another AC. Just to make sure. Boom. All right. Little cleanup. Let's push the buttons again. That's not it. It's this one. I like to put in the side with the two buttons first, and then I'll do this side. And I already can tell that it's fitting a lot better. Let me see if that light works out. Oh yeah. You can see the light. The button here goes in and out. Very nice. So the chassis is different. All right, let's put this back. I think it's like that. I almost forgot the O-ring. The octagonal ring. Is it 8? 8 side? Or is it 6? I don't want to count. It's 8, I think. Let's do a quick test here before I put the screws on. Oh yeah, I got sound. I got sound, baby. All right, I think there is a difference between the new and the old screws. I got the mix now. Yeah, the old screws are dirty over here. So this one is old, and this one is new. But they're the same. The new ones are just shinier. All right, so So far, the only difference has been the metal chassis. It's the only difference. That I could tell. So that means maybe the old case probably was a little bit different inside. And the buttons can line a little bit better with that chassis. Okay, here we go again. 1, 3, 2, and 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. Beautiful. Beautiful. So not only does it have the outline, it also has that hyphen, I think, right there. And that's very dark. So that means it's either in the front polarizing film or it's in the back. And you see how it creates a shadow? I believe it's in the front polarizing film. Because if it was in the back polarizing film, it wouldn't create a shadow. And that means the outline might also be in the front polarizing film, because you see it creates like a shadow. And if it's creating a shadow, it's usually because it's on top on the LCD. Look at that. All right, let's put that to the side. And I have here 2 F91 cases. All right. Let's put this back here together again. Now, there's still plenty of room here. I could probably try to cover up that hole. I'm gonna leave it like that. You see how this pin right here, it's like it's not lifted. It could have been that. First, I'm gonna try it here. And if it fits here, oh, I see the difference now. The F91 doesn't have C-clips. This one had C-clips. That's how it's able to reach that 50 meters. So these buttons, all you have to do is like press on it from the inside and they'll come out. It's that simple. All right, got the 2 buttons on this side. All right. Let's see how this works. Yeah. Check it out. misalign here. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. So this watch could get a treatment of that little trick I did on my custom ones. All right, let's get the back cover from this one and see if I can get that speaker to work. These watches were brand new. Now what I'm thinking is if they keep popping out, I could force this and bend it down a little. That way I'll prevent the pin from sliding in through here to the bottom. This case doesn't have any buttons. I guess I've been doing some craziness. Let me see. Line in here. Line it there. Let's place that O-ring. I don't want to use that one. I want to use the F90. Well, I should use this one that goes with the module. That's what I should do. Even though you can see that F91, the speaker does align. I got time. Hey, I believe the problem before was, like I said, this clip right here, I don't think it's like high enough. And let's do a little number on this one, E2. I don't wanna lube the O-ring yet, because I want to see if I can remove the glass and try it on. Man, the screws are the same as the F91. Actually, no. The F91 screws, look how tiny they are. So I'm not using the F91, I'm using the original ones. They probably play a part on the water resistance. So these are a tiny bit bigger, thicker than the F91 screws, but they're going in pretty easy with no force. 1, 3, 2, 4. Not doing the other step because we still got a lot to test. All right. I need to shut off that alarm because then it'll keep beeping. Let me put this back cover back here and get the hair dryer and try to remove that glass without breaking it. It's sad that it doesn't have, I mean, that this is broken, but that's the reason why I got it cheap. All right, I'm gonna hit it in high with the hair dryer for 3 minutes to make sure that glue are holding that glass is nice and mellow, and it'll give it up without any fight. I'll see you on the other side. All right, it's been like 3 minutes, a little bit more. It's gotta be very, very hot. Try at your own risk. Remember, I'm not responsible for your craziness. So I'm just gonna push from the inside. Boom. Voila. We have a perfect glass without any damage. Now I have a set of buttons here. Let's see. Bring this. Well, this one has the movement. Let's try it on this one that doesn't have the movement because it's still hot. And it's not the same. Not the same. See how it doesn't align here? See? So I believe that this glass might be the same size as the F-105. Let's check. Got one of those right here. You know what? Oh, it's not the same. So if it's not the same, I believe, I'm kidding, but it does look, it appears to be pretty close to either the A158 or the A168. And I don't know if I have any of those here. This crystal is from the metal case from AliExpress, which I took it off and made a custom. I could just test it here and clearly see that it's not the same. That green one, it's a lot bigger. On all sides. Let me see my little honey pot here. Yeah, I don't have any 8168. I don't have any A168 or 158 glass available here. I mean, I can make this fit. It'll just take a little bit of massaging on the case. You know what I mean? Little here, little there, pam, pam, pam. and I can make it work. I can make it work. If I get the alignment, let's try it sideways. Okay, so look. So if I try sideways, it goes in on top and on the bottom. So when that happens, it's receiving resistance from the corners. You see how it's, you see that gap right there? That's what's preventing the glass to sit inside that hole. I don't want to force it because I'll probably break it. But it's visible that it, you know, the F91 case is not fully compatible, or like it just dropped in this one. What happens is when you heat this watch up to remove the glass, sometimes this expands, and that's why it probably went in now. And also I put it in sideways, so that probably helped. Let's take it out. Okay, same deal. If I try to put it in like this, it doesn't work. But if I go in sideways, kind of does. So for now, I can just leave it like this until I decide to like sand this and remove some of those scratches, which I believe it's not that difficult on this crystal. And now I guess I'll try to fix this case. Since it doesn't have the crystal now, I could tape this up, possibly insert some kind of tube in here to prevent it from getting clogged up, and just use CA glue with baking soda to recreate that corner, clean it up, and maybe I could go do the same thing on this side, clean it up and paint it using my airbrush. But I don't think I want to spend any more money on this watch. It's a lot easier if you remove the glue residue while it's hot. If not, I'm gonna have to like heat it up again, and yeah, it's already cold. So, or I could just use glue gun. I can remove the buttons and use glue gun. Either way, my plan was to do 2 W-59, and I did. I thought I was gonna have to do a polarized film replacement of this one, but you can see with the new battery, it looks pretty good. And I have half a, what is it, W64? I have half a W64, which is not even sneeze resistant. You can't even sneeze around it. So, I guess it's not bad. Compare the straps, look, they're different too. They're different. Let me get my caliper since we're here. And it's also 18. 18 millimeters on this one. Possibly 18 millimeters on the 59 also. Yeah. So all these watches are 18 millimeters. But I think either an A168 or an A158 case might take this glass. Possible. I think it might be cheaper if I find a replacement case on AliExpress in black. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you guys knew about this watch. And that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching. Peace out.